Want to get better at Call of Duty Warzone? Well, that's why you're here in Warzone 101. Today we're going to be covering map rotation, so let's go ahead and talk about it. This is LaserBolt and welcome to today's video, guys. Welcome to another episode of Warzone 101 where I help you get better. And talking about getting better, if you guys want to get better and want me to analyze your videos, make sure you participate in our brand new series called Warzone Clinic, where you'll be able to submit a gameplay of yourself playing the game, and I will break it down and analyze it for you guys. All you got to do is join our Discord server and submit the video where it says Warzone Clips. Can't wait to check out your clips and break them down. You guys are definitely missing out on an awesome gameplay, guys. If you're not checking us live on Twitch, make sure you guys head over to Twitch, hit us with that follow so you guys won't miss awesome gameplay and have a cool place to chill and relax. Today we're going to be talking about map rotation. How do you rotate? What's the best way to do it? How do you get into certain positions that are going to give you a benefit over other enemies? We're going to be talking about every single aspect of map rotation. I think outside of gunfights and outside of being able to be a better player and positioning, map rotation is one of the most key components when it comes to any battle royale. If you know how to rotate or how to rotate in a map, I'm going to say you're going to enhance your percentile of winning at least a 75% due to the fact that this is going to be crucial for you to succeed. So one of the first tips I want to give you is determine where you land. And when you land, you're going to want to land close to where the circle is closing, or you're going to want to land in the circle. Now, the reason you want to do this is because two reasons. Number one is the first time that the circle actually closes, the storm will outrun you. So if you're really close, like if you're really far off the edge and you land really far and the circle starts closing in, you won't be able to outrun the storm. Number two is the fact that if you land outside of the circle really far off, you are not going to have a lot of time to loot. Not having a lot of time to loot is going to cause you to actually get either run by the storm or not have your loadout or not have a really good weapon, because you're going to be so concentrated on actually getting out of there as quickly as you possibly can due to the zone actually closing on you. So first tip I want to give on map rotation: land really close to where the circle is going to close or land within the circle. That is going to be one of the easiest components. Now, I know why some people might say I want to land pretty far from the circle due to the fact that they might feel that there's less people there, or there's not going to be that many gun engagements, and they want to get their loadout first before actually engaging anyone. Trust me, guys, you're going to be dying by the storm quite often, and you're not going to have weapons, and people are just going to be gatekeeping you because they're just going to be waiting for you to push into the circle and kill you. You want to land close to the circle or within the circle. All right, so now that we're in the circle or close to the circle, we're going to get the first circle that starts closing in, and this is when we get our loadout, right? So our loadout is going to be very crucial because it's going to allow us to, get better gear or have our perks enabled, and it's going to allow us to be able to kind of have an advantage over people who haven't got their loadout. So when the first circle closes, one of the biggest components is to, as soon as that circle closes, I want you to go ahead and pull up your map. The reason why you want to pull up your map is because you want to see where that next circle is going to close. The reason why you want to see where that circle is going to close is for two main reasons. Number one, you want to know if you have to actually loot fast and leave quickly, because either the zone's going to close very close to you or very far from you. And number two, you want to know where to rotate. Now, whenever you see a circle closing, you're going to notice two things. One, there is a portion where the circle is bigger and there's going to be more gap for that circle closing. And then there's going to be an area where it's going to be super duper thin where the circle is going to be closing, but it's very little, right? So the way that it works is the following way. You always want to be towards the area where the circle has less amounts of rotation. The reason why you want to be in this area is because that means that there is less people within that vicinity than the top part, because the top part is where there's more people. There's going to be more people kind of rotating, coming in from the buildings, coming in from the areas on the portion that has the larger portion of the circle that's closing in, as opposed to the bottom portion where there's less people or there's already people set up in their designated areas. So every single time the circle closes, you want to pull up your mini map, determine how far you have to run, and number two is determine where the bottom portion of the circle is, and you want to rotate towards that area. The reason why you want to rotate towards that area is because you'll have less gun engagement and you're going to be able to set up before the enemy sets up. Once that circle closes, pull up your mini map once again and determine where the where the circle closes. Usually the rule of thumb is the big portion will close, and then that big portion becomes a little portion, and then the little portion becomes a big portion, pretty much shrinking down the circle to a science. Now, for the other tip you want to learn when it comes to map rotation is know the area that you're going to. The reason why this is going to be extremely important is because you're going to want to be able to get power positions. Now, what exactly are power positions? Well, within every area of the map, there is going to be a power position. Wherever you go, whatever name location you go to, there is a power position. Usually, power positions are high ground. That's basically what it is. If you play any battle royale, you know that high ground is key. It's going to be super important. Number one, it's going to give you an advantage to oversee where people are coming in. And number two, if people want to kill you, they're going to have to come up. And if they have to come up, you're going to already be set up and be able to figure out exactly where those people are. So what I'm going to suggest for you guys to do is once the circle starts closing, pull up your map, look at the map, and find that power position. You want to get to that power position as possibly as you can. Now, there are certain power positions that are going to be extremely hot due to the fact that these are going to be where everybody's going to be going, right? So, for example, hospital, or for example, that big tower in downtown, right? So if you know that the circle is going to close there, like if you did a flag or you know the circle is going to be closing there, you want to get to that power position before anybody. That's going to be your main goal. Get your gear, get your loadout, get to that power position as fast as you can, because everybody's going to be fighting for that power position, and you are going to be racking up kills because people are going to start pushing you because they want to get that power position. In addition to that, you're going to be able to control the map and avoid people from coming to that power position because you want to make sure you're always on top. So make sure, pull up the map, look for the power position, get to the power position as fast as you possibly can. Another tip I want to give you as far as map rotation is concerned is make sure you guys always have a mask. This is going to be extremely important, especially to the way that now that the circle happens at the end of the at the end of the circle. As you guys know, the circle will collapse and then it moves. You want to be able to use the storm as your ally. The reason why is you either want to be able to stay in the storm and camouflage yourself inside the storm and have that mask save you. And you want to make sure that in case the map either rotates off of you and you're inside a building, you want to make sure you live enough to be able to rotate around the map. So make sure you guys have a mask. This is going to be crucial for map rotation because there's going to be times when you're going to get caught off guard. You're probably in a hot engagement. You're fighting an enemy. It's been like 30 seconds to a minute where you're fighting the same enemy, and the map starts closing on you, and you want to make sure you get that done. Another tip I want to give you guys as far as map rotation is make sure you have a weapon that gives you fast mobility. Now, for example, me personally, when I run my builds, I run really heavy weapons. So, for example, my Odin is pretty heavy, my rocket launcher is pretty heavy. So my mobility is not that relatively fast. I'm not going to be able to move fast. That's why I'm always pre-running the circle. Sometimes I have gotten caught, not gonna lie, but you want to pre-run the circle so you're not getting caught in it. But if you have weapons, like for example, if you have my new Holger loadout, that thing is a monster. You could kind of stay as soon as the circle closes and still outrun it. Or you're running like a MP7 or a pistol, you're going to be able to run really fast. So make sure you guys are switching weapons when you're doing it. So if you have like a, let's say, M41 and you have some Renettis, you want to make sure that when you're running with the Renettis because that's going to allow you to run a little bit faster and avoid that circle collapsing. So remember, guys, really easy stuff to remember. Make sure you guys always pull up your map, check out where that, where that circle is closing. Then check out where the big circle is collapsing and the little portion of the circle is at. Rotate to the little circle and use that, use the storm as cover to avoid kind of like a wall, right? Because the storm's behind you, there's no one behind you, so you're going to use that as your ally to be able to push in with the storm and get that cover as much as you can. Get those power positions, and trust me, guys, if you learn these map rotations, it's going to make you a better Call of Duty player and also reward you with more wins. I'll let the rest of the gameplay play out, and don't forget to submit your videos for Call of Duty Clinic, and I will see you guys in the next Warzone 101 video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Enjoy the rest of the gameplay. Start pushing in, so. Ooh, I see one.
I see one!
Gas is closing. Get to the new safe zone.
Oh, I see him. They're just tiny little dots over here.
Safe. You lost the enemy trackers.
Okay.
Friendly loadout drop on the way.
Got your chance to switch your load up.
two boxes.
How close is it though? Nah, I would go for it,
Enemy
but
dropping into the AO.
It's kind of in
Someone
the
over
open.
here. Correct down with your house.
Okay.
Here you go.
yeah, it's too open in the open.
That's in the street.
I see one.
Yeah, these guys are.
Broke his armor.
Right here.
We're inside the zone. Keep your eyes open.
Correct thing, you have one guy going on 356 behind your house. I saw him by the blue house.
These guys are.
Huh?
Gonna have to push in.
Down one.
There's that guy right there.
There's a guy coming close to us. I hear footsteps. Broke his armor.
Oh,
Watch his steps.
oh.
Correct him, we got with our RPG.
Down one. Dead.
Got him.
Nice, nice.
That's fine. Trying to see where they
We gotta rotate left, guys.
I got two people here.
Got movement.
I have
Oh,
a
I see one.
cluster if I need to drop it, so.
Once shooting.
House window.
Drop them. You're good.
I got you.
Anything.
I'm gonna drop the munitions box.
Yo, this guy had a UAV.
UAV overhead.
You guys hit, right?
Does anyone want this?
I'm grabbing munitions. Place right there. Oh, he's pushing.
Actual. I need recon.
Dead.
Only 10 are left.
Nice, nice. Oh, dude, that was so hectic. Ooh.
Contact! Contact!
Be
advised,
advised,
man, I hit that
UAV
dude
is
right
bingo
there,
fuel. RTB for resupply.
You said you still have a cluster, right?
Yep, yep.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
Okay, I'm moving this way.
Broke his armor.
He's behind the warehouse.
Ooh, okay, okay, calm down.
Got hit!
You had that little cluster, boy.
Oh, I dropped this. I did not mean to hit that bolt.
They're inside.
Losing ground. Enemy UAV overhead.
They're rotating left. They're rotating left.
I down one.
Bang.
Down. I got you, I got you, I got you.
I've got this.
He's rotating left. Watch out on the left side.
I already got the rest on one. I down one. I got the guy on the left. I got the guy on the way left.
Heading this way. Got hit! Damn it!
Got the other one down. Got the other one down. One left. One left. One left. One left. Push, 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 push.
He's cracked. He's cracked.
Got him.
GG, boys. Damn snipes OP, boys. Damn snipes OP. Let's get it, boys. Woo. Let's get it. That's how we do it.